Welcome, welcome. I'm Stevie C, and you're watching Live in Mongolia with the Lions of Mongolia. BCH Lions, we currently working into our second season, going through a transfer window. We've just made quite a few signings, so hopefully we'll be able to have a minute shortly where we go through the signings. But I want to continue looking for players and just making sure that there's nobody else that we are missing from our like the players who was scouted. So we're going to continue looking for players, but I don't know if I want to sign anybody else, or if I do, we've got quite a lot of good players already with us. So maybe we are virtually there now in terms of who we want. So let's look at the recommend. So this guy would be a star player in the midfield centre, but the trouble is, we don't play a midfield centre, so I don't think I really want to look at him. And he's got a lot of ones there. He's 5'10" and 1 for heading. That's not very good. So as much as that says he's a star player, I'm gonna let him go. This guy's an international. So what I like about him actually is that he's attacking midfield and striker, so he's a little bit versatile. But he's actually a midfielder as well. Who's he play for? Andude City. Who are they? What league are they in? They're in Division 1, so not in the Premier League. Where did they finish? Near the bottom. So they're saying he's a 4-star signing, although we haven't got full information on him. So I'm not totally convinced on him, to be honest. I think with the players that we've got, I'll leave him for now. I think we're quite well positioned in that area. It's the striker bit that he might have been useful for. We don't tend to play with a striker too often, so a defensive midfielder stroke attacking midfield. I think I've sorted for the attacking midfield. So do you know what? With the players that I've got, I might leave it. I just can't think of a position that I need another player for, really. So if we look at our squad, we've got a massive squad, and we've actually got this is one that I want to show you because this guy is a regen. If I can find him, what's his name? I think that's him there. So we're gonna have to give him a better name than that because he can just be Gambat. Because he looks a decent little regen. He's 4-star ability at 15 years old. So the only problem we got with that is once his youth contract finishes, we're going to be struggling because we can't keep him effectively, and that because he'll be on a non-contract. He's already signed the non-contract, I think. So I think we'll end up losing him straight away as soon as he becomes available on a free. But when he does become available on a free, I might even offer him a new contract if they'll let me, where he's on a contract because this guy could be the one who brings us a little bit of money further down the line, maybe. But certainly, he looks a good player for what we want, and we'll probably sort of like in our tactic if we look for the tic tac. Where are you, tic tac? We'll probably put him in that position where he's in possession. He's defensive midfielder. Actually, oh, why have I got it like that? I've never noticed that we've got it like that. That was me being a bit silly. Box to box, where are you? So that's box to box playmaker. That's box to box midfielder. Well, that's saying that he's a defensive. That's saying he's only 2-star. All right, it's not even in the dummy. Put the right player in there, and then it'll be right. So he go in there like that, slot in there on that one, and that is good. Momin would then sit in the deep line playmaker role, and everybody would be quite happy, I would imagine, with that. The only thing I'd say in negative with him is his pace is only 5, so that's not great, is it? So just looking at who we've got in the chat so far. Nobody wanted to say hello, but glad to have you here. Appreciate you watching the stream tonight. So, if I was to quick pick the team, clear squad and quick pick. It's not working for some reason. Pick without restriction, best 11. No, not having it. I don't know why that is. So that's been awkward. So if you look, we got till then when the transfer window closes. But we could, of course, lose some players now. So we'll keep an eye on what's going. I've got a few players who are particularly centre backs at the moment. They're not first choice centre backs, but they are wanted. And I'm just wondering, in terms of squad, how many centre backs we've actually got. So in the first team, let's get it on reports so we can see the ability of the guys. Yeah, so this is just the first team at the moment. So we have got quite a lot in there. They got a 3-star Serenade, a 3-star Untong, and a and 1.5-star Naran Beta, who can, for me, be released if we don't sell anybody because we've got some more experienced players in the squad now, so I'm not so worried about that. And he's a little bit of a liability, if I'm honest. Then we got these young silver stars who have done okay, but and I suppose he's got reasonable pace, if nothing else. Narov again, okay for the pace. He's okay with all his other stats as well. So, but all of these are under offer as well. I think. I think Serenade has been chased. Gonzarig and Narov are all being chased. Oh, the Monk as well. He's 4-star. So yeah, at the moment we're okay. But what I wanted to just look at is in the under 21s, how many centre backs we've got. Not many. Just want to check on the youth candidates, make sure I've signed them all, because our youth candidates were okay, if I'm honest. But a lot of them, they said they were like one gold star, and when I've signed them, they're all silver star. So that's a little bit annoying, but generally, I think we've got some high potential ones. Who is this guy? So he's a 1-star and only a 1-star. I think we'll release him on a free. Let's keep moving on. So that was one guy I got rid of anyway. So it's not too bad, is it? So Norov's going nowhere by the looks of it at the moment. So if you didn't see where we finished, just let this come to its conclusion as it moves on. Well, if Momin's not happy with our transfer business, I'll be amazed because we have definitely strengthened. Unless his thing was we want better coaches, then I can't help him. Well, that was definitely done. But he's still got a thumbs down. Are you joking, man? Look at the players I've brought in. They've made your stars come down. Squad. I mean, I think we're a much stronger team this season compared to where we were. Yeah, I think we've got a much stronger first team squad. If we put the ability up there that way, we have massively improved on the right wing. I mean, that is a massive improvement. Purev obviously was there before. We've got this guy in who's come from the youth, so he's an improvement. Then you've got a right back who's an improvement. He was already here, and a left mid who is a massive improvement. We were something like 1 silver star for that. So if he's not happy with the strengthening we've done, and actually he may even end up finish playing as the left back because we also have this guy on loan who I think's pretty good. He's got reasonable crossing, dribbling, finishing. His first touch and passing are not terrible, and all the other stats apart from work rate and anticipation, I'm quite happy with. So, to me, I think we're looking in really good shape, and if he's not happy with that, then I'm going to sack him because I think that's an incredible. The only thing I might do I need another defensive midfielder? That is the only player, the only area where I could justify getting another person in. But the question is, have we got anybody who plays defensive midfield? He plays in quite a few positions, and oh, it's a club I've clicked on there, not the player. For some reason, who was it? Where am I looking? So another guy who needs a nice name change as well. His pace looks reasonable, if nothing else. But he'd probably want to play on the right wing as well. He's 29. That's a guy we keep looking at. But he's a wide midfielder as well. I can't see anybody who I fancy for that role. That's the only thing. How old's that guy? He's 31, so he's not going to want to come back and start learning a new role, is he? So he could play there if necessary. But he's 28. Last resort signing. I think there's nobody there, if I'm honest. So I think we'll say this is our team unless somebody signs. Oh, we've just lost a defensive midfielder. Technically, we've replaced him, so I won't worry too much about that at the moment. Purev has signed a new deal. That's good. So Suahu has gone. I think he did okay for us last season. He didn't particularly. I wouldn't say he was the best player in the team, but he did okay for us. And I think in general, I was going to show you the league, wasn't I? So if we look at the league, this is how it finished. And it goes to the wrong thing. We want the league stage. So we actually finished on a 0 goal difference and 24 points. So another 6 points onto our season, and we would have been pushing top 3. And I think that's probably going to be the target for this season, is not necessarily top 3, but 30 points. I would say that we're capable of getting 30 points. You know, it's 10 wins over the course of the season. We only won 6 this time, so we're looking at winning an extra 4. Or drawing a couple more as well, maybe. But of course, one thing we haven't taken into consideration in all this is we could get somebody coming off for us another job, but I'm quite excited for this next season. I think we've recruited really well. There's potential for getting in a lone player as well, maybe. That's a possibility that we can do. So if we went to recruitment again and onto the player database and we looked at the um, search, we want a defensive midfielder and listed for loan. Contract status is any anyway, so we could just make that disappear and apply. Players interest in loan only. Okay, nothing. So nobody is on the loan list apparently. That would be interested in joining us, that is. I mean, I don't know what I could do with you. Promise to. Oh, the coaching staff. That's what he's moaning about. Let's see what he thinks of the other one. Why won't he let me see it? So he's saying that's poor as well. In strength, improve. So I've got 171 days for the coaching staff one. That's what it is. So we'll not worry about that one yet. We've got bigger fish to fry with the transfer window open. Should have looked at that then, because that would tell me who it is that will stay up. I think it was a draw. Perhaps they play each other again. So Monk then. Oh no, don't you go. What are you on? Contract. Enter into contract negotiations. So star player. Let's remove that because I don't want to make any promises. Finalize. Negotiate contract. And we'll suggest 35. And exit. Hopefully that'll be enough to keep him with us. Because if we lost him, that would be a bit of a disaster. So it's transfer deadline day. Let's look at the transfer activity. So we've got Lam is one who we hope to keep hold of. Who are Arvis? What league are they? They're in League Division 1. If he goes to them, I would be miffed. And Gonzarik's not going to go anywhere, is he? So I think we're going to be sort of like struggling to get everybody in the squad. So we may have to release a couple of players. But I've not got a problem with that. If they're really young, I'll just stick them back into the under-21s. If it's an old player and I can't fit him in, we'll just release him because they're all on non-contracts anyway. So the transfer deadline passes. That's that. So we can't transfer anymore. Let's get our registration sorted. Why can't I do that here? Should be able just to do it. Squad. So ask assistant to assign. Oh, can we clear all? No. Ask assistant to assign. Confirm. I don't know what's going on there. Right, squad. I need to know when it is I've got to do my registration. What are we? We are in July, so August, September, beginning of pre-season. I'm not sure where this registration is. So squad. I need somebody who's unregistered so that I can get onto the. And there's no one. Squad. More. Registration. That's what we wanted. It says registration closed. Oh, that could be an issue. Why has it done that? I might have to go back if that's the case because it never gave me the option to do the registrations. It won't let me. Right, so settings. So what was the date when it shut? Load game. No, don't want to save that. So we'll go to that one, which was a few minutes ago, and load. Let's hope that we haven't missed anything that we've done. I don't think we have. The only thing I might have to do is offer a contract to my mate again. So staffing advice we don't need. So at the moment, is the transfer window still open? Yep, so let's go to squad again. It was more registration open. So clear it all, filter. Under 21 squads are there as well. And we'll initially ask him to sign them. So just need to check he's in the under 21s. Under 21s. under 21s. No, he's already there. He's already there. Well, actually, what I could do with is if I get rid of the senior players so we can't see them. And move all the ones who are in to the senior squad for the pre-season. I think that's what we're going to do. So now, if I go that off and then that back on, see, Megs needs to be in the senior squad. He needs to be in the senior squad. So, and there's one more who I've missed. Now, I just need to check. Now, here's one that is an issue for me. They've not put him in. So we're going to move him to the senior squad. But now we need to go to the senior squad and see who is not in. So Dolgo can go to the under 21s. So Birali can go to the under 21s. Gonzarig. Are we really not picking Gonzarig? Sudal, move to the under 21s. Bayar, move to the under 21s. We've got a load here. Ah, you divvy. The under 21s need to disappear. So he's the one I want to just reconsider. So, and Gonzarig, Odd Sumo, move to the under 21s. So Gonzarig, how many defenders, centres have we got? Because I'm a little bit unsure on which of these two to go for. He's got 10 marking, but 5 heading, and he's only 5'8". He's slow. He's got very good mentals. But I don't know. I think we leave him. He's 15, so he's got time to develop. And I think we put Gonzarig in his place. So let's move him to the under 21s. Now let's look at this. So I think we've got loads of centre backs actually there. Now Serenade is only a 3-star now. So defensive midfielders, we've only got 3. We've got a good youngster in terms of midfield centres there. He looks okay, so but we'll have to train him on the defensive midfield role, won't we? So train him. Where's your training? Tactics training. No, that's not him. It's the player. What? Where are we? Did I not click on the player? Don't know how that happened. Where is he? Who was it? A midfield centre. Not the 29-year-old. Not so convinced on him. I think I might give him a miss. See, his crossing's shocking. Squad moved to under 21s. I didn't take him out of the flipping team. What was his name? That's why we've lost it all, because we're not on registration. So I've already moved into under 21s, so let's get rid of him. So it's a midfield right position, wasn't it? $16-year-old, it was him, wasn't it? So he's got, oh no, it wasn't him. Who was it? I think I've hid him in the under 21s. So if I find him by putting everybody's age there, and 16, we're looking for a 16-year-old right midfielder. There he is. It's him. It's him with one crossing. What we needed to do with him was take him out of there, get rid of the under 21s, and in his place, we can put our Arden, wherever he is. Monk Arden. And that is my squad, I reckon. 35 places picked, 5 foreigners, and 35 picked. Confirm. Confirm. So Lam. Just want to check we're not allowing him to leave by so that hasn't happened then, has it? The transfer bid that was for him hasn't happened, so hopefully that won't happen. So I don't know why we're getting a bot guy posting in the chat. So we might have to deal with that one. If I can work out how to do it. So welcome to the stream. If you're on here for the first time, I appreciate you being on here. Here we are on FM26, and we're currently in a tour of Asia, and we're managing BCH Lions in Mongolia. I appreciate those that are watching. I am grateful for you popping in and saying hello. So I'm watching for this message this time because I never saw the message last time. I know we've gone back in a thing there, right? So here's Arvis making an offer for Lam. So we're going to enter into contract negotiations. Yes. So we got rid of that, didn't we? But suggest, finalise, negotiate contract, and we offered 35. Suggest terms. So everything's exactly the same as last time. Hopefully we're not playing with fire and he decides to go this time, but so as we are live, now we get rid of this message. I can't work it out. I don't know what I'm doing with it. So transfer deadline day today. Hopefully we don't lose Lam. That would be a real sucker punch. So we haven't lost Lam. That's one good thing. And we've managed to spend £10 a week more on him. If he signs, of course. He might not sign. You never know. We could always still lose these players at any time. If somebody from another country came and signed them, there's not a lot we can do with that. Now, I would say we've significantly No, I don't want. I'm going to dismiss him, and hopefully he won't leave because that would be annoying. If he was to leave, he'd be cutting his nose to spite his face, wouldn't he? Because at the end of the day, we are in a good position at the moment, and if he does leave, he won't be able to play for anyone for ages. So it'd be pointless for him to leave. So hopefully he'll change his mind when he sees us top of the league and kicking everybody's butt every week. So Urkham FC have been relegated, so we will be seeing 2 new teams in the league this season. That is official. Feel free to say hello if you have just popped into the stream. It'd be good to know who's in here. I appreciate you being around and hope you're enjoying the content. We are currently heading into a new season. We have just finished mid-table when we were expected to get relegated. And we'll go through the signings, actually, now that the season's now that the the transfer window, that's what we're looking for. The transfer window's finished. Let's have a look at the transfer history. Transfer history, there we go. So the players that were signed in are 11 players. Some of these will be from last season or the last transfer window as well. So let's just see if we can adjust it. All transfers. So the only player who was lost is Surihu, who was an okay player for us. He did play quite regular. We have replaced him with a 15-year-old wonder kid who's come through our system, so that's quite good. But let's just go through some of the players that we signed. This was a goalkeeper who we signed because and the main reason we signed him, and I might have to say we haven't kept him in the team this year, but he is sticking around the club because he's 6'4", and that's the reason we've kept him in there. But he was one player who we signed, Momin, who is moaning. He's a good player and will be a key player for us as long as he doesn't walk out on us because he's not very happy with. He reckons we've not improved the side, but I disagree with him. Arden, we've still got him for quite a while. Monk Arden, Erden, I should say. He's probably not going to get as much game time now because of the signings that we've made. Noah Beta was really there just to improve our experience in the side because they were all 18-year-olds that we had at the time when we signed him. Not really very fast, getting older. Highly unlikely we'll see too much of him this season. Kwong Lat Meng is our goalkeeper, first choice, 6'2", and he did okay at the end of the season. Wouldn't say he pulled up any trees, but he was okay. Then we got Mohammed Al Shatnawi. So he's the first of the signings that we've made during this transfer window. He's probably going to play left back, even though he doesn't particularly like that as much. He is pretty good, and his crossing's not as good as I would like it. I mean, in fairness, his marking's not either. So, but his pace is good. His pace will make up for some of that lack of positioning, hopefully. Then we've got Erdeni. who's a centre back with a bit of pace. No height though, 5'6". We do play very high up the pitch because of small defenders. So there is a little bit of good news with that, but he isn't very tall at all. Probably better as a right back, really. Then, speaking of right backs, we've got Enk Orgil, who is a right back with 11 pace, crossings 4, but dribbling's not very good. First touch is 6. Then what have we got? Let's see who we've got next. Who did we just do? I think it was Enk Orgil we just did, wasn't it? So then we've got the right winger, who this guy is very good, going to be the first choice, and will be a star player. He's probably our best player in the squad, according to the coaches. He is anyway, but he's got 12 pace as well, and everything just looks like it's there or thereabouts in terms of his abilities. Don't forget, at this level, any player can do anything because the level is so low. So Larm's sticking around. That's good news. We're well under our wage budget. And I don't think you actually specifically need a transfer budget, if I'm honest. So yeah, we came mid table. We finished mid table. That was a good achievement with the players that we had, I would say. We are playing a strikerless formation, so we do not have any strikers if we want to change our mind. We are committed to the strikerless. I've just realised Monk Ardenna's loan's finished. I thought it finished halfway through the season. So we've actually got we've actually lost a place there by putting him in the squad. That's a bummer. I swear I checked and it was halfway through the season. Oh well, never mind. We do have plenty of right wingers, so we're okay. Just means we could have used a spot for somebody else. I mean, we don't really need 35 spots in the team because we've got a very settled first team for the most part. Even Megs is going to struggle to get in the team this season. And Dashcam as well. Dashcam was a hero last season, but he's not going to be first choice on the left wing. So Erkim can sign a player. What? How's that work? Is their transfer window open? I'd love to know when the new fixtures come out because it's getting a bit tiresome looking at the achievements from last season. When's the changeover for the seasons? So, looks like we signed a new under 21s assistant manager. Not something that I've organised. My staff are dealing with that. We pushed the boat out with some of these wages that we've signed players for this season. We've got a couple of players who are on well above the £30 a week. I mean, it's unthinkable, isn't it? A team that I've got with getting paid actual money. That's crazy. £75 a match for one of the players, the Chinese guy. Should learn their names, really, since they're going to be representing my team. They do work to a funny league schedule, these Asian leagues. So you do find that sometimes you get loads of days between each game. And then you also find that we start at a funny time as well. I don't know when we start, whether it's October or November. But we're going to be working our way through to that. It's a bit of a bummer when you're streaming and you got to go through all these days. But we're working on it. We're working on it. Let's get through. Go on, give us some fixture lists so we know who we're playing. Very weird transfer windows on this as well. Um it's ended. The transfer window's ended until near the end of the season when there's about 4 or 5 games left. It'll reopen again for a couple of weeks. And so we've got to go most of the season now with players who were bought months before the season started. It's a very strange system. It surely can't be like that in real life. We're about to enter into the fifth season now, and I think there's a very definite slowing down of the moving between matches. So that's an interesting development with this game. I think it's getting slower and slower between the matches, and it's not even loaded up with this one. So calendar. Let's see if there's something on the calendar about fixtures. Beginning of pre-season. I'm going to go on to holiday till that day there, the 24th of September. Right. So go on holiday. The 24th of September, we said, didn't we? So Tuesday, September the 24th. Confirm. Confirm, and the players will come back from holiday then. So I might as well have a holiday as well. So I wanted to give this a second season with BCH Lions. My biggest regret was that in the first season I was with SEC United at in Laos in the third division. We got promoted, and I was well happy with that. But when we got promoted, it meant that we were recognised as a good player, and the team that won the top division offered me a job, so I took that job, and that was a bit of a mistake because when I took that job, it meant that when I took that job, sorry, it meant that I was committed to it in the top division, so I was quite happy with that. And then the team that I'd signed for only had 5 players, so 5 players who I was able to work with. The rest were all teenagers in the youth squad, and because they were on a youth contract, they were on £25 a week. Well, my whole wage budget was £100 per week, so I was just because of those youth players, not included any of the 5 players that I already had. They them players were spending 400% over what my wage budget actually was. So I then lost 2 of my players because they're all on non-contracts to other teams. I was unable to sell any of the youth players because they weren't at a sellable age. I was just trapped in that wage issue. And then the following season, because I had a director of football, he did exactly the same again, signed all the youth players, and I ended up being 800 times over the wage limit. So it was just spiraling out of control because of all the youth players. And so I decided after 2 seasons with them, and I got them relegated. We'll not mention that bit, but after 2 seasons with them, I decided it was time for a new challenge, and that's how we ended up in Mongolia with the Lions. Laos was a fun trip, and I'd love to go back there and have another go at some point, but at the moment, we are over here in Mongolia, and actually, I've quite enjoyed the first season, and I think definitely we'll give it one more season, and if we do well in this season, we could consider looking for another season, but I don't know. Maybe it's time to move on at the end of this season because we need to start improving the leagues that we play in, as it's going to be a very basement um, basement style league thing, and we do need to get into some leagues where you play lots of matches rather than just. There's only 18 matches in a season in this one. There was only 14 in Laos, so not really the longest of games. So I'm going to just nip for a quick comfort break while we're waiting for the holiday to finish. It's probably a good time for me to go. So I'll be back in 1 second. Okay, so I'm back, but we're still on holiday. I think what we'll do is we'll put some music on, shall we? I don't know what this one's like. It's a different one from what I'm used to. Wait for it to come through. Make sure it's not too loud. I can't actually hear anything at the moment. There we go. Right, so let's have a look. We are back, and it is about pre-season. We have our fixture lists. So as we look, we've got another few weeks before we are playing. We are the 24th of September. Our first game is on the 10th of November, so we've got another month, haven't we? So we need to arrange some friendlies. Of course, we can no longer do it the quick way and arrange multiple friendlies. So we'll do them on Saturdays, and we'll try and have similar teams. Hey, we're not being charged a fee. That's something. We're not going to play the friendlies because we just want to zoom through them. But September, October the 6th. Confirm, choose club, smaller reputation. Ooh. Why do we not have a choice? Let's see if we change the date to a Friday. See if that gives us more. That gives us more options. That's what we want. Yeah, we'll definitely play them. Then, who else have we got? I think I'm a bit quiet with the music, so I'll turn the music down a touch. So desktop audio down. Try that, see how that does. That's gone very quiet, hasn't it? So where are we up to? Oh, we're radio friendlies, weren't we? So maybe it's Fridays is the answer. So we'll do the 12th of October and choose a similar club. The Central Stallions. Who are they? We'll give them a game. Arrange friendly. The October the 19th. Confirm. Choose a similar club. CAD FC, they are the best team in our league, I think. I think they won the league quite comfortably in the end. So that'll be a good sort of like sighter for us. See how good we are, CAD FC. So, the 26th, we'll go for similar match of peace sit. Oh, we got to pay them, so we need to pick another day. We don't want to pay people. Come on. It won't let me select another day for some reason. Choose club. Right, so one more friendly, I think we'll do, and we'll aim for the 1st. That'll give us 10 days to recover, and that should be enough, shouldn't it? So choose so we've got to pick another date. Try the 2nd of the 2nd of November or the 31st. Maybe the 31st. No. 30th. Or do we try the 4th? No, so they let us do the foreigners. We don't want to play foreigners, so I'll leave it at that. We'll do them. They will be our teams. If they accept, of course. See this, a team is already bidding for our best player. This will be a right stitch up if he leaves. Thankfully he's rejected him. We've literally only just signed him. He's never played a game for us. I'd have been gutted if he'd have gone. So we're going for avoid relegation again. Last season we finished 6th. We'll be sacked if we don't avoid relegation. But I think we're a much better team this season. Oh, we've had a rejection for the friendlies. I think we're already playing 3 friendlies, guys. I'm not gonna fight for them. So we've got code of conduct. Don't know why I found that so difficult to say, but we did. So we got 3 friendlies organised, and that's something. Well, is that? All right, they've the assistant manager must have organised some as well. So I think we need to communicate a little bit better here, Mr. Assistant Manager. Last season you didn't organise any, so I had to organise them myself. You better not have spent any money. Heads up about Terminator. Should we start more games? We haven't started the season yet, and you played loads of games last season. So shat it. We're not having a conversation yet. Oh, he still wants to discuss. You need to... You wouldn't be happy with that. I'm going to just put him convinced, and he'll have to leave it at that, because he's nowhere near the quality of the other two players. So we've done our best with him, but if he's not happy with that, we'll get rid of him. If we look at our dynamics, the club atmosphere is okay. We currently have 6 players very happy. And we have 1 unhappy player. 2 of the highly influential players. We need to sort out our captains, really, but that could produce a little bit of anxiety within the team. Tactics. See if this will pick best 11 now, so that we can actually see who this thinks is our best 11. I'm a bit concerned he doesn't see Shirawi as a best 11 player. So he's going there. That's my best 11, in my opinion. Serenade was a 4-star defender last season. Why is he not a 4-star defender this season? Alright, it's a ball carrying. That's what the problem is. We'll put him as centre back. So we've got 2 centre backs. And yeah, I'm quite happy with that. I think there's a lot of stars. Lamb's dropped to a 2-star player, but I don't believe he is. He was superb last season. So if you look at his career stats last season, he scored 8 league goals for us, and there will have been cup goals in there as well. Does annoy me that it doesn't count the cup goals in the career stats. That's one thing that does frustrate me with Football Manager, but it's done that. It's not just this year. It's done that many times. So, but you know, when you look at like all of the stats around the world, they don't just consider your league games. They do the FA Cup and the League Cup and all that kind of stuff. So I think it should be the same in Football Manager. There should at least be a column for overall goals or something like that. I can understand friendly's not counting, but everything else should be counted in it, in my opinion. So we're not going to watch the friendlies. We'll instant result them. Let's see what time we're on, because we want to be getting as best as we can to the. We want to be getting to the actual season, don't we? As quickly as possible. So we got a nice 4-0 win. We can try and watch the goals. I don't know whether they'll work, but let's give it a go. This quite often causes games to crash, so I hope it doesn't do it. We're sort of watching it going, please work. Please work. It's not working, is it? Oh, that's not good. Oh, we're going to have to escape out of it, I think. Why did I do it? I knew it was going to cause it to crash. We won't have the result as well now. Oh. Something happened then. I saw the picture a moment. Do you know what? I can hear the whistle in the background. I wonder if it's playing, but we can't see the highlight or something. Do you know what? I haven't got a clue what's going on, if I'm honest. Nothing's happening with it, is it? We just got a blank screen, so we're going to have to close the program. I'm definitely not hearing any more whistles, so I'll have to reload and replay that friendly, but no hardship because it was an instant result and it is only a friendly, so must make a note to myself not to bother trying to watch any of these friendlies goals. I just thought it'd be nice for you to see some of the players playing. So I think Purev's my favourite player in the team. He was the best player last season by a mile. You'll be pleased to know that I have it on save every day, so it should bring us back on the same day or the day before it worse. So yeah, we've just got to redo the game again. Hopefully we'll win 6-0 this time. So it's got us the team as well. Now you've just been silly. Purev is a 5-star player and it's saying he's 5 silver stars. That's a glitch, isn't it? So Purev's our best player by a mile. Yeah, it's just messing us around. This guy here, Sungguanu. Guanu's not too bad, is it? But we're going to call him Sun. Should we do that, actually? Should we sort out the nicknames? Set nickname. So we'll just call him Sun. Because I think that's what a lot of the Chinese and Korean players do anyway, is they get called by that Al Shatnawi. Now I think I think he's going to be Mohammed. Just because, as funny as I think his name is, I'll just call him Mohammed. This guy here, he's got an impossible name, Janchiv Renchin. So, he can be Gambat because that's his name. So Gambat we can say, so we'll cope with that. So Enk Orgil, I didn't want to do that, I want to click on Enk Orgil, we'll just call him Orgil. Or Orville, he can be the little green bird. Orville, yeah. Miscellaneous set nickname, he'll probably leave now just because he doesn't like his nickname. So, I wish I could fly right up to the sky, but I can't. Yep, so Orville. If you're not from England, you probably haven't got a clue what I'm on about there. But, Orville. And then, Badarch. Ganzerig Badarch. We're not having a double barrel. So you can just be Badarch. And if you look at Purev, if we could actually get his name, look at that, it's Badman Yam Booglin. Boogin, not Boogin. Badman Yam Booglin. And that's his first name. So, as you can understand, we just call him Purev. So, oh, I just realised something. We nearly had to watch the match then. Although, actually, that's one good thing with this, is that you can get the instant result as soon as the match starts. So it wouldn't have been the end of the world if we'd have done that. But look at that, we've gone from winning 4-0 to a 0-0. Brilliant. So Batsarin, and I can see Batsarin and the Terminator being a nightmare this season because they want to play, but the two players who we've got ahead of them are much better. So I don't really see what I can do about that, if I'm honest. Here we go. Discuss the issue with him. You're just a squad player, mate. But that's what you're getting. We're not pandering to you this season. We gave you game time last season. And this season you will get some, but you're not gonna be a regular starter. Simple as that. We're not backing down. And if we start affecting the morale of the team, we'll get rid of them. So we have got a few good young players in the squad, so that we've got things to look forward to. So we've got players on international duty here. Pick full rotation. And why is Shinny's nickname? Oh, perhaps it doesn't give you his nickname. But everybody else's nicknames there. Shinny's lost his nickname. Instant result is what we want. We got another draw. I mean, to be fair, that I think that's a good team. So I think they finished above us in the league last season, and it was our sort of like second string team, really. Could just about hear the music. That's probably about right. I think you don't want the music to be drowning out the voice, and you don't want the voice to be completely overshadowing the music. I think the beat's there. It's when it goes to a quieter song, I suppose. Oh look, Mormon's giving up on his complaining, so that's good. I was hoping that he would be happy to stay. He was annoyed because I said that we... Scouting report, let's have a look at this guy. We've got one space for somebody, but he's not a free agent, so we won't be able to use him for most of this season, so there's no point signing him yet. Needs to be a free agent, but he was annoyed because I said that we would improve the quality of a team. I believe we've improved the quality of a team, and he was still unhappy. So a centre back who's only 5'7", not very fast, and I'm not gonna sign him. He can stay like that. Oh, look at this. We've had a 10-goal thriller against Bavarian FC. So let's have a look at the goal scorers. So, Orchia, who's he? He is a 16-year-old right winger. So he's got a goal. We're not going to try and view these goals because it's already crashed on us once. Batsaren, Jan Chavidoj. He's not played my tactics. He's got a striker on the pitch. What's that all about? What is this task that we're supposed to complete? Oh yeah, we're not gonna do that anyway. So go on holiday till next week. Use current match tactics. Confirm holiday. So we've got a couple of friendlies in close proximity to each other coming up. So where are we? We're into October now. We've got a month till the actual season starts. I'm just trying to holiday through these friendlies. We haven't got to worry about losing players, I don't think, unless somebody from a foreign team tries to buy them. I think they're all basically here to stay with us for the season, or for most of the season anyway. So we've won one of the friendlies, 1-0. The other one is the one which is against a better team than us. So that'll be a little bit of a yardstick for us. It's not a yardstick. Don't look at the result. It didn't matter. We lost 6-0. To be fair, it didn't play a lot of my best players, so I'm gonna say that he let them win that one. I mean, I'm not very impressed with his team selections there, to be honest. He probably shared them out between the two friendlies. So we've got another two friendlies in quick succession. So you can see why he's rotating the squad, I suppose, because there's a lot of friendlies together. Apparently we've had matches picked for live TV. Did they have TVs in Mongolia? I have to say, the only association I have with Mongolia is when Top Gear were there, and that was just like miles and miles of empty land with occasional little towns. So I wouldn't say I'm an expert on Mongolia, but so we've won the next two friendlies. So we've won 3 out of the last 4 friendlies. It's just unfortunate that the one which was the yardstick was the one we got hammered in. Who is this Arvin? I keep seeing him getting mentioned. He's a midfield centre. Keeps getting a mention. He's got good mentals. I think that's one thing we're seeing with these young players, is they seem to have reasonable mentals. Oh no, we've missed that. So we want him to be first. Him to be third. Are we really going to have a 15-year-old as a... No, we'll go with Gonzarig as the 4th. And leave it at that. That's enough. We've got plenty of players ahead of that Gonzarig anyway, so it'd be very unlikely that Gonzarig would be the captain at any point. So where are we up to in terms of date? 27th. So we'll go on holiday for another week, and then we're getting close to the time of the next match, aren't we? So go on holiday next week. Hopefully we don't miss anything important. We'll We'll just hover over here in case I see an incoming message that is looking important. So it's been a bit of a grueler of a stream to get to this point, but we are finally heading towards the first game of the season. There's 18 games in the season, plus cup games, obviously. Hopefully there'll be plenty of them as well. We got to the semi-finals last season, so we'd hope to go at least one better this season. The team that we lost to in the semis did go on and win the cup final, so at least we went out to the best. So we're 6 days away from playing against Coved Western. Now, we did play against a team called Coved last season, but they were called Coved Broncos. So Coved must have several football teams in there, and this must be one of the teams who got promoted. I'm just trying to look to see if I can recognise. I think that Cook Shananood, I think they're the other team that's come up. I don't recognise Coved Western and Cook Shananood. Apparently we get £13 income from TV. That's good, isn't it? That will help us absolutely loads, won't it? £13. Final season ticket sales are up there. Let's see how much we've made. Will we be up on last season? We should be. We did better than we've ever done. It was the highest league finish ever for the club. So you would hope that when we've seen the season ticket sales, we'd hope that it'd be more this time because of the success of last season. Got to the semi-finals of the cup as well. You know, come on, we must have increased our stock a little bit. Here we go. So we've sold 56, which is exactly the same level as last season. Disgraceful. Come on, fans. What are you doing? So the Terminator's still moaning, as is Batsurin. Wow, look at all these players unregistered. Oh, that's okay. Is that because they're in... I think because I've been on holiday, he's gone and living changed it. Right, so Megs, now listen here. Where's my man? Forgotten what we called him now. Mohammed, that was it. So, where's Meg's gone? There you are. You can go on the bench, Megs. I'm happy for you to be on the bench. Oh, Batserid's moaning, so he can disappear. Badart is the left winger. Right winger is Son. Lam and Porev up front. Gambat. So Gambat, should I say, is our 15-year-old wonder kid. Looking forward to see how he copes in the league. The Monk. Why is Untonga ahead of Serenade? Just out of interest. He's 5'7" and 9. What's Serenade? What's going on? He's 5'9" but slower. We'll see how he goes, but why is Shinny in goal? So the thing with Shinny is that he's 6'2". I don't know why his nickname's disappeared. But we'll don't mind him being neat. I think he's grown because he was never 6'2" last season. Squad numbers will have to be given to 10 players. Just a few. So here we go. We're finally going to get to see some live action on this stream. We've been going for nearly 2 hours, and we've got through the pre-season. We've strengthened the squad. It's saying that we should be winning it. I don't really have that same confidence. I think we might not be as good as what this guy thinks we are, but we'll see. I'm a little bit dubious having lost 6-0, but it must be cold in Mongolia because I need to put my jumper on. So we'll not do an interview. But they've got 2 strikers on the pitch and 1 central attacking midfielder. And then they're quite defensive. Hopefully we can sort of like control the ball. We are the team in black by the looks of it. You will see that I play 2D. That is purely because when the match engine first came out, it was doing all sorts of stupid stuff, and it did my head in. So I went to 2D, and actually, since I've been to 2D, I found I've really enjoyed the game. As we just hit the crossbar, I think it seems to get rid of all the really ridiculous stuff that players were doing. So I'm really happy playing it on 2D. We get the highlights obviously in 3D, but you know, maybe people watching won't like it, but you can see your tactic working really well. And that is something that's quite good. You look at the way they're keeping all their players on the left hand side there. That's interesting. Are they going to try like a long ball across, a quick switch or something like that? Oh, Son's nicked the ball there. Gambat finds Son again. Son charging in, finds Porev. And bad man Yambugin has scored. That is 1-0. Early signs are that we are going to be improved this season. So they're probably the 2 best players, Son and Porev. But there's a lot of players who have got, you know, the potential to be the key player for the team this season. Last season, Porev was out there on his own, really, but this season there is plenty going for that accolade. So Lam finds Sun. Switch to Mohammed even. Bodach, Mohammed, Purev. It's Badarch, not Bodach. Badarch has skinned his man and taken a shot. I would prefer them to cross it, but it was a good effort, and he really had a good change of pace there. Orville, the little green bird. So we've had 8 shots to their none. Not a bad first half, but you'd like another goal just to make it a little bit more comfortable. So we've played really well, apart from they've had a bit more. I don't want to see a hint of complacency. They all look stressed. Of course he looks stressed. Just don't let them have a shot all game, and we've won this game. Do we drop to cautious? Just right, so we're straight onto a highlight after going cautious. Purev crosses the ball. Lam was lurking, but he didn't get the opportunity. Orville takes a throw in. Sun swings across in. Badarch is at the back post. And Sun has got 2 assists already to his name in his first game. It's a beautifully dinked cross over the top of the last defender and well headed from Badarch. And that's 2-0. A little bit more confident now that we've got this game. It would take some monumental clown act to throw this away. They've only had 1 shot the whole game. So Sun plays Lam through. That was nearly his 3rd assist of the game. Sun crosses the ball in. Badarch again at the back post. It clipped the bar and went for a goal kick. Just look at the energy levels. Make sure that there's nobody wants to come off. Gambat's at a 6-4, which is not ideal, really, but I was a little bit worried then. If they'd have scored that, I'd have been worried about what was going on. So this is my best team at the moment, I think. Purev finds Lam. A good effort, but he should have scored, really. Or should have at least got it on target, I would say. They're definitely coming back into the game a little bit more, aren't they? Orville. Sun. Sun again. Untong. Mohammed. Purev. Lam. Oh, it's got through. Lam hits it at the post. Mohammed gives it back to Lam. Moment. Mohammed. Lam is getting on everything, but just not able to find the finish at the moment. So we're 15 minutes to go. Sun has had a sensational game. And so Orchia can come on for a game. The Monk for Serenade. And Megs for Mohammed, I think we'll do. Gambit, Borku can't play there really. Somehow we've not put a replacement on for Gambit. That's got to be a bit of an issue, I reckon. So three changes, fresh legs. Hopefully, we'll still keep our composure and get the result in the bag. With 5 minutes of normal time to go. And that is that. So Son has won us that game with 2 superb assists, and he probably could have had more assists as well if the other players had finished. So a win and a good performance. Well done. So we've finally got our first game in, and it's not going to be a mega long stream today, so we will get at least one more game in, maybe 2. I've got an early start again at work tomorrow, so not going to be sticking around for massively, but we've got the season up and running. That's the important thing. And then maybe Thursday, Friday, we'll get a couple more streams in. So I thought we were excellent today and deserved a win. I don't know what the question was for that one, but we answered it. Praise Sun's support. Yeah, so superb. And like I say, he was a player who I thought could make a difference, and he's done really well there. I mean, if you look at a lot of our best players, I think Sun might be one of the oldest ones of them. Well, winning start, that is something that, there's 20 days till the next game. I think we're going to have to try and see if we can get a friendly. Unless there's cup games about to be drawn. Calendar. Fixtures. Arrange friendly. Select the date. We'll try a week before the game. See, they want 15k to play him. 20. Yeah, go to 20. No, so it's just play it. So we'll have to go against. Can we go against the under 21s? It's not even giving us that option, is it? Oh, what? Oh, we'll have to not do it. Can't believe that we played one game, and then all of a sudden we've been told we've got to hang around for 20 days. I'm seeing the Terminator, more and more moaning from him. I think he'll be disappearing from the squad altogether if he's not careful. Might move into the under 21s. Get him out of my face. Oh, we've got a second round draw of the cup. So he's only 18 years old, so he can go and spend a bit of time in the under 21s. If he's going to keep moaning, that's where he'll be. And Batsarin's only 17 and he's constantly moaning as well. So off you go. Just go and enjoy the under 21s. I'm not bothered. So where are we up to? "13 days till the game. We're getting there slowly." Where's this second round draw? Oh, we had the second round draw. Perhaps we're not in it yet. MFF Cup first round. View stage. Second round. We're not. Oh, we are in it. But we haven't. Ah, right. So whoever wins the one remaining game is who we play. Got it. So now it makes sense why we don't know who we're playing. So Arvin is eligible for professional. See, I like him. I think he's worth signing. So I've got to offer him a contract. I will try and find him a loan, but I'm not going to promise him. Negotiate appearance fee 20. Suggest 25. Suggest. So that's not really going to cost us much more than what he was. And if he signs that, we'll put him on the loan list. But I think he looks a decent prospect. And his pace is pretty good as well. His pace is 10. So that's reasonable. Still no sign of this team that we've got to play in the MFF Cup. Oh, it's waiting for me to press something. Just realised we're sat here doing nothing. Still, I'm getting tired. So because it wouldn't let me organise any friendlies, our players are going to be unfit again. There's nothing that I can do about that. Watching and waiting for this cup game as well. You do find with the league table that for most of the season it's hard to judge where you are in the league because so many teams played different amounts of games. So already, if you look, we've got a team on 3 and us on just 1 game. And there's another team with 1 game, and it's not our team. It's not the team that we are playing against. So if they don't play at the same time as us, they're going to have played 1 game, and maybe somebody else has played 4 games. So we could win and go to second. The team above us will be 3 points clear, but they've played a game more than us still. So we're currently 6 points off the top, but 2 games in hand. I think this is a team we need to beat, really, as well. So, Arvin, you've signed your deal. So let's get you on the loan list. If we can. Transfer loan. No. Because he's on a non-contact, we can't. It's a good job I clicked that we're not going to put him on the loan list then. That has helped us out massively, because that would have really stitched us up. So 2 days away, we're getting close to this game. Still no sign of who we're playing in the cup. I'm going to put Dashcam on to the bench as well, because I think he's a useful player. Batbold can come off. And we've got this guy who's a striker attacking midfielder. So he's good cover for the 2 guys up front. We need a defensive midfielder, really. But I don't think we've got one. Oh wait, there's one. Geleg Pill. So get rid of Shinny. So there we go. We're going to stick with the same tactic. We will give it a bit of a shake up if things are not going well in the game. I think I just saw we were against a 4-4-2. Maybe in a 4-2-4. But yeah, I think this is an important game for us. If we can get the win here, then that's going to be a good result for us. So Bad Arch picks a ball up, gets tackled, but it's gone out for a corner. I suspect that, we might see the highlight. Purev. Mohammed puts in a good cross, and trying to work out what's going on there. Mohammed think this could end the highlight soon. Bad Arch has picked Purev out, and he's crossed it to Lam. Oh, come on, Lam. He's been struggling to score since he signed that new contract. Perhaps it's all that money going to his head. He's on a massive £35 a week. I mean, it's the height of money, isn't it? Premier League money these days is outrageous. Bad Arch, Momin, Son, Momin. Oh. So we're creating chances. And we just conceded a chance, which I'm not too impressed with. So they've actually had more shots than us. What's going on there? Just watching how they play this now. They're trying to isolate the left back, aren't they? So, Orville plays Sun through. Can he get across? He does. He finds bad man, Jan Bugin. Purev, and it's 1-0. That name does not roll off the tongue, but it's bad man. I've forgotten the rest already. But bad man has scored. Bad man Purev. That is 1-0. Second goal of the season for him. So it's bad man Yabugin. Probably Geen. Purev. But they've got a chance now of coming back into the game. They have missed it, but we are looking a little bit ropey here. They've gone and scored from the corner. This frustrates me a little bit. I mean, look how many players we've got in the way of him. But he's able to just charge through. Nobody goes to him. I think Meng actually made a save or something then, but it was just a tap in for somebody. Orville. Will he get the cross in? He's won a corner. From the corner, Purev taken. Mohammed picks it up at the far post, and I think he hit the crossbar. So we're 1-1. I wouldn't like to say we're playing particularly well here. Oh, Bad Arch has robbed his man. He's all on his own. Nobody's coming with him. He took the shot, but he put it wide. So we might try the other tactic for the second half. See if we can just get something different going on. Tactics. Go to that one. We just need to make sure that everybody's in the right positions. We don't want Mormon there. So Lam to there. So out of possession is right. In possession is right. So that's what we are going with. We'll try it on positive, but I am a little bit concerned about the way that they are playing. That they could actually get that opportunity before we do. And here we go. They're coming now. Good. I was about to say good tackle by Monk, but it's a foul. Will it be another set-piece masterclass from them? Purev is bringing it out. He's one-on-one. He's managed to run into space, but he's taken a shot for 35 yards. That was a bit of a waste from Purev. It'd have been better holding it up than doing that. Now they're coming forward again, but that's the end of the highlight. So Monk, Bad Arch, Purev, Mormon, Mohammed, Mormon, Mohammed and Mormon combining again. Bad Arch finds Purev. Purev, will he square it? He's found Lam. Goes to Orville and Gamba has a shot. It's the first shot I've seen from the 15-year-old. Lam takes a corner, it's bobbling around, and unfortunately, it's gone out for a goal kick. We are definitely beginning to dominate in this second half. So, I have to say that Lam's not having a great game, and so we're going to bring on Barku. To be fair to Barku, he's not been complaining, so he's the one who gets to find himself playing for the team. Orville seems to be at a low rating as well. So another dangerous free kick. Kwong Lat Meng has collected. Plays the ball out to the Monk, Mormin, Badarch, Purev and Mohammed. Borku, Purev, Mormin, Badarch should have squared it but didn't and wasted what was a really good move. So the quick passing is causing all sorts of trouble here. A Gambat's been fouled. Purev, Borku takes a shot. Too far out. Let's just have a look at the energy levels. Mormon's looking quite tired. He's played really well. But he's on a yellow as well, so it's probably a good idea to take him off. Megs can come on for Mohammed. And we'll probably leave it at that for now. Still got 2 subs in the bag if we need them. So Badarch brings the ball forward. This time he gets the cross, but it's not an accurate one. Sun has been pretty quiet today. Still got a good rating, but I think we scored. Badarch has got it. I've just realised he's a bad man, Yam Boogeen, as well. So we've got 2 of them. Unless Purev has been given the assist, actually. I might be lying. I think I am. Can't see what his real name is, so perhaps it is Purev. I must have saw the assist. So we've got a 2-1 lead. We've not won this game yet, though. Badarch probably should have kept going there, but he didn't. And now they've got a really good chance. Men at the back post. Shinen. Oh, dodgy penalty. There's always a dodgy penalty when you feel like you've got a good chance of winning. Oh, we've saved it. Right, get to cautious. So the Monk sends Purev, but he's not persistent with chasing it. Oh, they've got through. It's disallowed, it's offside. Whew. This is getting quite nervy at the moment. We don't want any more highlights. Blow the whistle. There we go. 2-1. Fantastic. I will take that every day of the week. The away win as well. Very even game, to be fair. 14 shots apiece, 6 apiece on target. Their XG was better than ours. We had way more corners than them. Possession, they had a little bit more than us. So, but 2 wins out of 2. Things are going good. I love how they don't even get his whole first name on the score sheet when they put it on. I've never seen a longer first name at all. So it's only 5 days till the next match. We still don't know who we've got in the cup. I'm hoping we get that soon. Mazale Nude, I do believe we struggled a little bit with them last season. So it's not going to be as easy as the last 2 games. I'm a little bit concerned actually with how we played in that away game. I think we struggled. But if we were to win, we'd go on to the same amount of points as Mazale Nude and Ulaanbaatar, who are both very good sides. I would say that Mazale Nude are probably closer to level with us in terms of quality. But Ulaanbaatar are probably the second best team in the league. That's my ratings, not necessarily Football Managers. If the Terminator hadn't been moaning, he might have been in that squad and might have finished off that game. I think they're shooting themselves in the foot by complaining all the time. I think I'm going to bring Serenade in for this one. Just want to check that he's not the left footer. No, so he's right footed, and it must be the other guy, the monk, who is left footed. So we're beginning to get through the matches a little bit quicker now, so that's good. Not 20 odd days between the last couple of matches. Take the game to the opposition. It's what football's about. So we want Sun and Gurev to provide us with the fireworks today. So off we go. Another home game for us. Could do with a win again. Still waiting for that first highlight, just to give us an indication of which way the game's going. "20 minutes in. And we finally got our first highlight. Mohammed has given the ball away and it's shot wide. That may not be the end of the highlight because it was quite quick. And that's what is that goal kick? Oh. So Momin and Gambit and Momin, Purev, and then the highlight. Thought we were finally going to get forward there. We are getting shots, but in terms of the game, we're not seeing it prove to sort of like put us in a better position. I was going to change the formation, not the formation, the mentality, but there's a highlight, so we'll just wait and see. It's looking like their highlight at the moment. They're building quite nicely, and now they've just turned a pace, crossed in, 1-0. And you can't argue with that. That was a good bit of play on the wing. Look at how he just... I mean, Orville, not impressed with your effort there, got to be said. But we're going to go to attacking because I think we're the better team. We're getting plenty of shots, but they're not highlights, which is annoying. So, but they're coming forward again and crossed it again. Orville, Mohammed, Badach, Purev, Mohammed, Badach, Purev. Nicely worked move here. Purev charging in. And he slotted it home. Badman, Bugin, Purev. And that is 1-1. Slotted in at the near post. Pretty accurate finish, to be fair. He's scoring a goal a game at the moment, so you can't complain. So another highlight. Crossed in. Gamba, I think we've won a free kick. Purev will take it. And Purev will score. Badman, Bugin, Purev. 2-1. He has turned the game around single-handedly. And it's a beautiful top bins. Keeper maybe should have done a little bit better. But 2-1. I'm beginning to love Purev. If somebody comes and signs him, I will be devastated. So that's 2-1 half time. Not saying that we're actually in as control as much as I would like, but I'm delighted with your playmaking efforts so far. Somebody looks switched off. Have we give away another silly penalty again? Oh, they've missed again. That's amazing. But that's 2 penalties in 2 games. And I have noticed that penalties against us rather than penalties for us is grossly outnumbered. So Bad Arch is not doing very well. I think Dashcam is on the bench, so we'll use any excuse to get Dashcam on. We've got a few players looking quite tired. So Orchie can come on for Sun. And Mormon can come off for Gelekpil. We'll leave it at that for now, but there is another guy who's looking reasonably tired, but we don't want to make too many subs at one go. 15 minutes to go now. So it is Mohammed who's looking tired. So Megs come on for Mohammed. Just looking to see if there's anyone else that we want to put on in place of somebody. So Gambat's looking tired, but I don't think we've got anyone to replace him. Untong could come on, but there's none of them positions needed. So we'll leave it at that. Just have that one spare guy. Maybe if we want to be wasting time at the end, we can bring somebody on. But Orville needs to make a tackle here. He's not had a great game for me, Orville. Although he's got a higher rating than his last game. Passing it around at the back. They're not getting anywhere near us as Dashcam brings the ball forward. Dashcam squares it to Purev. And Badman Yambugin has got his hat-trick. That is 3 for him. Purev with the hat-trick. He can keep the match ball as we make it 3-1. And all of a sudden we are looking like the team that is going to win this game. Will they make an immediate response and get us worrying again? Gambat makes a good tackle, puts the ball out for a throw. And I think that was a save. It's difficult in 2D to see those sort of things, but... So trying to pass the ball around again. Still 10 minutes to go. It's not done deal yet, but Dashcam went for goal himself. Maybe should have just squared it. But Dashcam's come on and made an impact. He was superb last season. So actually, I'm quite pleased with the fact that he's been able to do that. Gambat and Orville. Oh, cheer. Serenade at the back. Gambat, Orville, Ochia, Galapil, Purev, Lam. Lam should have scored. He's actually missed quite a lot of good chances there. And it's got to be the sacrificial lamb. Get it? Lamb. The sacrificial lamb as Bork, who will come on for the last few minutes just to waste a bit of time making the substitution. We've got 5 minutes of injury time. Dashcam picks up the ball. He's got space. He's crossed the ball. Orville's been tackled now, and the counter-attack is well and truly on. We've got players back, though. The Monk gets it clear. Purev. Now it's coming back. Megs. Dashcam charging into the box and shoots again. We have got every possible instruction on for Dashcam not to do that, and yet he still does it. And that is a superb performance. Round of applause. Congratulations to Badman Yambugin Purev, who has single-handedly taken us to joint top in the league. And I'm going to really praise him with that. Now let's go with individuals here. So why is it selecting everybody? I don't know what's going on. I just want individuals. What a dominant performance. I am delighted. Singling out Purev because he was sensational. And somebody's got to be showing an interest in him. We're top of the league. I've never been top of the league with the Lions. They are roaring. Absolutely roaring. Let's see how long till the next game. We might just do one more, because I'm having a good time here. 18 days. No, we're not going to do that. 18 days. I think that's too long to wait. I've got an early start in the morning, so we're going to be pushing it a little bit there. So I'm going to leave that with us, top of the league. We are top of the league. We are top of the league. We are top of the league. We better say it while we can, because you don't know how long we're going to be able to say that for. But if you look at us, we've got a game in hand over most of the teams. It's just Ulaanbaatar, who are on the same as us, 3 games, 3 wins. Our goal difference is the same as theirs. We are top of the league because we start with a B, basically. Because we've got identical record with Ulaanbaatar. But we'll take that. We're top of the league. That's all that matters. And we're able to celebrate that. So I'm quite happy with the way things are going. We're not safe yet. We probably need double the amount of points before we've achieved the first goal of the season, which is to be safe. But we're probably halfway there already. But I think the target to be safe is about 20 points. And we're, like I say, we're nearly halfway there already. Our initial target for the season is 30 points. And so after 3 games, we're a third of the way to those 30 points. You can't ask for anything more than that. I'm quite happy with that. So I'm going to save a game, because while I'm talking, it's bound to crash or something. One thing to mention, actually, thank you SI, it doesn't seem to crash anymore. Except for, we did find that when we tried to view the goals for that friendly, it never loaded up for us and just got stuck. So we're not going to make that mistake again and try and view any highlights. Well, yes, I am getting tired. I've got work early in the morning, so I want to say thank you so much for watching this stream. I really appreciate it. And if you're on Twitch, feel free to hit the follow. If you're on YouTube, feel free to hit the subscribe. It'd be really great. I'd really appreciate it. And I'll see you again, maybe Thursday, definitely Friday. Thanks for watching. See you again soon. Bye.